finish up, show you guys something character creation or character customization. You start out your life as a galley slave. You don't know who you are, your memories have been wiped, and you're basically a pawn in a big conspiracy against the king, who is Conan, and trying to dethrone him. But you don't know this when you start out. But making a cool looking character, a unique looking character is very important. And you can do this by this simple method, sliding around, or you can go advanced, pushing the arms, the chest, whatnot, stomach. Okay, I'll skip this one because there are ladies present today. But you know, having that there just to make a point that we take the license seriously and we want to head for a mature game, a mature rating, and really want to use the language of power to describe this world and this game. Okay, so I made a Cimmerian. I can also change his appearance with his face. He already has quite a lot of personality, but I really want to make him even meaner, even more vicious looking, like a really thuggish appearance. Because I think that's, you know, no one else thinks of that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring my brows down like this. Maybe, you know, oh yeah, you see him starting to look brutish already by angling his eyes. I think, yes, this guy is not someone you want to meet in the street. And then I can make his nose thinner, maybe longer. Let's see here, like this, and more hawk-like, like this. Now, he's a very vicious, mean-looking person right now, and he's probably so mean that someone will have broken his nose in a bar brawl or two. So I'm going to do that too. That's just one of the examples of how you customize your character, really make him stand out and be different from the others. And that's important to us, but still keeping quite the realistic look. I mean, it has personality, but also, you know, realism. So I'm done with that. I'm going to suggest my, just set my name, and I'm off into the world. Now, by the way, since you're taping this, you will edit out like all crashes and and bugs, right? Yes? Shaking your head? No, nodding, yeah. Right. Thanks. Because I was going to pick this up and ask for a volunteer, and now I'm going to try to explain the... No, not you. Yeah, again. I'm going to see if you can explain the hands-on melee combat. Imagine like a pizza around you. With 6 massive slices, okay?
It's like he's seeing into my dreams.
Yeah. I'm going to slice it. So you can attack in all of these 6 directions, like up left, up right, towards the head, thrust towards the body. And this is the building block, and we've gotten this from examining like kendo fighters and real fencers and how they do things. So if I do like this and I swing down here, if I now attack from this direction, I get this butterfly movement that I can attack with. And this is actually how it's done with the real fighters. And this advancement, this level of advanced melee fighting is the building block of doing combos and special attacks, fatality moves, and so on and so forth. So even though we try to bring the action game format to MMOs, we want to bring more depth to it, more like you need to be able to do this for hundreds of hours and days. I mean, that's important. Okay, I'll show you how that works in real life. But this here is actually, we're now on the island of Tortage, which is in the westernmost part of the Moroccan Isles, and that's in west of Singaria. And this is the jungle you have to pass through to get to the city of Tortage. But I'm first going to show you a little bit about how we present quests. I talked to this gentleman here, and he's going to talk to me about you know, the background, what I'm doing here, why I'm stuck on this boat, and what he knows. He actually knows Conan a little bit. He's like one of the backstory characters. I wanted to show you this to explain that we don't present the quests as just a small text box with text flowing through. We really want to bring the character in and immerse the character in the world, especially now in the solo game part in the beginning. I'm going to skip through this very quickly.
You are on the island of Tortage, western stuff.
So, as you see, we try to use some of the stuff we know from making adventure games to really immerse the player here. And every character in the solo game will have voiceover like this, and also important characters in the multiplayer game.
Through the jungle and keep outside Tortage. He is Cimmerian and quick to anger with fortune.
I can actually attack just using the joypad like this. I can just, you know, pound the green button and swing, and he will do random attacks like this. But I can also hold it in and do more advanced attacks by getting the direction with this. And that's the basis of the attack system. I'll just make myself really powerful. Oh, there we go. Or I can use the keyboard and mouse, just putting this away. And I'll run up here and entice someone to come to me. Basically what you'll see now is that as I turn, I target them. I didn't hit anything to target. They were automatically targeted because they were in front of me. And as I swing at them, I actually don't hit one and one, I hit both. And with that, both fell down. So it's basically all about empowering the character. You can hit in a wide arc in front of you. And you don't start out this game by fighting rats. You want to do something more. And that's also a vital part of the Conan lore and his universe, I think. I'll just fly now very quickly through a little bit of this world. Just to show you what the characters can experience in the beginning. I really think we've been able to capture a good looking universe which is lush, green and tempting and still contains like stuff that you don't really understand what is like the history of this world. I think it was some journalist or someone who said that he really had the sense of history when he went through this jungle and saw statues sticking out and whatnot in this universe. And that's something which is really important. We try to bring again the player in and do something different here. Okay, flipping back to my character. Oh, I need to crush him before I move on. I'm actually going to skip forward in time, like 20 levels, and show you some advanced fighting in another environment. Oh man, this guy's so ugly. Who made him? Okay, anyway, he looks mean though. Yeah, well, anyway. Holding down, I'll do this, and I'll skip forward in time. So, oops, 20 more levels. Great stuff, huh? It's very easy. The single player game is actually going to take, I don't know, like 10 to 15 hours to complete, or the solo player game. And you only have to do this once. When you've done it, you can skip it the next time you want to make a new character. What you're going to see now is advanced melee fighting with combos and fatality moves. You'll see ranged combat where I aim and shoot, and finally you'll see mounted combat. This takes some time because I need to spin up the servers. They're back in Oslo. So this is my my old character now. In the course of the 20 levels, I left the Totage environment. I've come to Cimmeria, which is up north where Conan is from, and I'll remove my clothing from my slave days. Get something for the ladies to look at as well in the meantime.
Why does he have an iPad?
It's basically just to give you an example of the types of accessories you can make when you make character creation, like piercings or eye patches or whatnot, to make him seem different. Okay, I just did this to... I really think that we've been able to make good-looking mid-level equipment, even though it's not flashy or like golden or plastic-looking. It looks real. It looks tempting to grab hold of this sword and swing it. And this is the same one that we have in the booth out there, so you can actually grab it. It's the Atlantean sword. But basically, I'm going to now run down here, out this village. This village is found in Canal Valley, the village of Conan, and it's where Conan is from. And I'm leaving this behind. We have a clear autumn day, and I have some veneers attacking me down this road. Really have worked hard with other licensees of the Conan properties to be able to understand exactly what this world requires and how to interact with it. So these veneers are also part of the book series and the plot in there, and they're attacking me. Okay, so advanced fighting now. I'm drawing my sword. I can do 4 or 5 like this, and you see I swing slowly and it really feels heavy when I hit. But I can do 4, 5, 8 like this, and it ends up in a special attack. And that does more damage, a lot of damage to my opponent. Let's see what it does. I'm running down here. I get all of them attacking me. 4, 5, 8 again. And off with his head. 2 of them actually. Again, using the air effect system on the attacks, you can do like really wild stuff. Really also like the... no, I missed him. I tried to grab him, let's see here. 7, 5. So I really like God of War, so climbing on top of characters and stabbing them and throwing them to the ground and like standing there gawking and really enjoying this nice corpse. Or I can just smash them down like this. I think you really have a sense of violence in this game, which is, I'm not proud to say, but I think it's quite realistic. And it gives you a good sense of... Okay, there we go. So that's advanced melee fighting for you, how I use the different directions to really get like combos happening and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm now going to put my sword away and pick up my bow. And these guys are respawning very quickly. So I enter combat mode, and now I can see like I'm aiming in over my shoulder. I can even zoom in and snipe. And I used my fire bow and arrow now, so I put him on fire and made him burn to crisps. And that's also one of this sniping mode. It's one of 3 types of, or many types of stances that you will have as a ranged combateer. You can do like area carpet bombing, or you can do like debuffing, sniping, and so on and so forth. And moving quickly on, I'll summon my horse. We've actually had this horse motion captured, so you know the movement I think looks really good and different looking from horse riding up with. See how he leans over when he turns? Well, anyway, the combat system works like this. I draw my sword and I hold it out, like holding down the attack button like this. And then I let go and I swing. And this is how I do, but I need to use the speed of my mount to actually do damage. If I just stand there, I will do normal damage to him. So if I do like this, I managed to take down a couple as I run past. And this guy isn't even looking, so, oh, I missed him. It's not that easy actually, because you are moving so fast that you need to be able to time it well. Okay, I took down that half giant. I can also use another type of weapon, like my lance. I can couch that. And then I'll move even faster, and coming into this camp, I can hit them like this. This does even more damage, but it's even more difficult to get good. But of course it's harder to hit me too. Let's see here if I have some more guys. Maybe have someone. Yeah, and that's how you do it basically. So mounted combat again, I think is something good. Something a bit more, bringing a bit more interesting life to the typical mounted action that you've seen in other games. Okay, before I'm hacked to pieces now, I'm gonna leave this character behind and make myself a more commanding character for the next part of the presentation, which is the massive combat, or the RTS-like AI that we made. We have male and female characters. They look different, but they're basically the same. They have a little bit different, people will react a little bit different to them. But like, you can be as powerful as a female as you can as a male, basically. Okay. Setting the mood. Okay. What you're going to see now is me turning on the RTS system in super fast forward mode. This normally takes like 2.5 weeks to complete, but you're now going to see it like in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes or so. It's basically to be able to just need to get ahead. Oh. And This is typical mid-level gear. Still not flashy or plastic, but cooler looking than what you saw before. This is, I think it has more like an historical feel than anything else. I'll run up here because I'm going to use my siege engine. Everyone loves a siege engine. Everyone wants one, and this is my trebuchet, as they say in French. And I'm just going to stand there in case someone is attacking me. This is the player-made village. Oh, hold on. I'm just going to start the AI. There we go. So this is the player-made village. Basically, you can see here is something we pre-made before E3. It's a keep here. These are like crafting stations. This is a scholar station. This is the barracks that will spawn. Lots of different soldiers that can protect your house. And this is like the white city. What is growing over here is the dark city. These are bandits hiving, we call them. They hive, they make their own city, and they will launch an attack against you. Basically what is, and you can see this here. It's growing out of the ground. This takes much more time normally. Not exactly the growth in itself, but the AI before every like twist and turn of this this city building. As the city grows higher and bigger, they start producing soldiers that you see run out the city gates. You can see I just wanted to zoom out and give you a little bit of scope of the city. Or the town. You can see it's growing there. You can see my city over there. And sadly this mode is not going to be available for the player. But what's going to happen now is that the commander here, he's going to gather his forces and put them into his formation. You remember me talking about formation combat? Now you can see that him actually putting in, and when he has his 5x5 formation, 25 soldiers being produced, they will start moving out towards my city to destroy it. So while they do that, I'm going to go back to my own character. And I'm going to test fire my trebuchet in case they're approaching. This is something player built. Normally you build your own trebuchet using crafting skills. The crafting stations enable that, and the different guild classes, or prestige classes as we call them, enables you to build different things, and the siege weapons are one of them. So, okay, so that's basically how you do it. You hold down your right mouse button or one of the attack keys, and the longer you hold, the further you shoot, and you need to angle it in the right way. It takes a long time to move around, and they're quite easy to destroy. Okay, moving back to my fellow attackers here. I don't think I have time today to really let them march on the city, and then I'll kill them all with my trebuchet, because yes, they will stop just where my bullet landed right now, or my stone, so yes, I've cheated a little bit. But I just wanted to show you this, maybe have them start moving off. This guy in front is a standard bearer. That's one of our classes that we have. He's actually giving his bonus to this whole formation. And you can see this formation is standing quite tight now, but when they start moving, the AI will make them like scatter a little bit, and then the bonuses will drop. Here they go. And this is typical formation of the NPCs marching towards my city. And when they come there, I'll kill them. But I'll skip that now and move into Tarantia. Going back. Going out to my siege engine.
So in these cities, when you build your own city, can you actually place the buildings where you want them, or is it kind of a set?
Yeah, not wherever you want them, but there are like a predetermined area that you can build in, and these have slots of various types. Okay. And like the barracks are type 2, and they can be in all slot types 2, and you have like many more than you can actually fill into the city. And the same goes with all the walls and the keeps and everything. So you have a great deal of freedom, but you can't do it just as you want. It's basically to be able to balance the gameplay, because in this area, you won't have all the cities lying on top of each other or like growing naturally. You want to be able to stage the combat, basically. Okay, so this is Tarantia. This is the capital of Apollonia. This is where Conan is residing as king. You can see all around you city life buzzing, and just wanted to show you this to show you a little bit of the scale and how things work. I'll just fly down here. Out the gates. So this is all Tarantia that you see now. Normally you won't see all of this because this is like GM mode. But what you see here is like we really tried to make this architecture look stylish and in place and like old, like something that would have been before the Romans came or something like that. And you can see here different types of buildings, different official buildings, and if you see to the side over here, you will see out of the mist coming Tarantia Commons, which is where the gang wars are going to take place, where you can participate in that and fight for one of the sides, many gangs. And finally on the back side here, behind this bridge, you will find Tarantia Noble District, which is where we have made a whole region just for thievery and to be able to participate in thieves' skill activities, climb the walls, open windows, steal all the loot, or sneak, kill whoever is inside there. This is the castle where the king lives. You will be able to get there through the course of your questing and your life as a citizen in Hyboria. Going back to my character, I'm going to quit this presentation, this demo, with a quest reward, which is basically the king appearing to a crowd of people because you solved the quest in a really good way and he wants to proclaim you as a knight or something like that. So I'm starting this. All the people come to adore the king and greet him. Oh, the Conan they sing. Hail the king. Okay, and with that, I bid you farewell. Thank you very much for participating in this demonstration. I hope you enjoyed it.